Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today, while I'm doing my hair, we're gonna be diving into the world of surgeries, and we are focusing on Turkey. So I'll be talking while I'm removing my hair because I just washed it and actually applied some moisturizers. And yeah, let's dive in because a lot of questions or a lot of the people who are asking me about Turkey, most of them they are coming people who are interested in cosmetic surgery. So in today's video, we are focusing on Turkey, and we are going to be seeing some of the surgeries, cosmetic surgeries that are done here in Turkey, and why you should consider actually even coming to Turkey to do your cosmetic surgery, whichever reason, not reason, whichever problem you have, Turkey is for you. And I'm going to be giving you the reasons, the advantage, the disadvantages, and also just giving you the all guide in terms of actually coming to Turkey to do your cosmetic surgery. So welcome. Now, the very first thing we're going to be looking at, or maybe you might be thinking, why should I even choose to come to Turkey to do your cosmetic surgery? Now, I'm going to be giving you some of the reasons why you should consider coming to Turkey to do your cosmetic surgeries, and just the main reasons, okay? So the very first one, without wasting any time, is about the skilled surgeons. Like they have a lot of skilled surgeons who are actually doing a very good job. These surgeons have received a lot of skills in terms of professionalism, and also they have been in good schools. Like they have gotten the best education from best institutions all over the world. So you cannot doubt it. There are a lot of good surgeons, the ones I'm working with in terms of actually cosmetic surgeries. Most of the clinics that I have, they have a lot of best surgeons, and with guaranteed best results. All of my clients who have come to Turkey to do their cosmetic surgeries, they have given out, or the results are amazing in terms of actually what they wanted. Okay, so that is the very first thing I have to highly tell you, that Turkey has a lot of surgeons who are actually not just international, like who have received international education, but also locally. Like in Turkey, we have best universities, and some of them they are like they have studied here and also internationally, and they are equipped with experience, with knowledge to handle different kind of cases. That's why you see a lot of people from all over the world, they do come here because of that, because they know they are coming to the best hands. When you are doing a surgery, whichever surgery you are doing, you must make sure that the person or the surgeon that is handling you has a record of experience in terms of actually handling the situation that you have. Just don't just go to any maybe Google, just go any clinic and then you think that you're gonna get the best results. No. Okay. Now, coming at my number 2 point is in terms of actually the state of the facilities, okay, or maybe the art of the facilities here. I'm talking about the clinics. When you come to Turkey, you will realize that we have a lot of best clinics in terms of equipments. Okay, they have advanced equipments, and some of the best clinics are mostly in big cities like Istanbul, Ankara. Not Ankara, Ankara they are, but not too much like Istanbul. We have Izmir here. We have in Antalya. So these big cities, especially in Istanbul, we have a lot of them that they have very equipped facilities in terms of equipments, okay? And also their clinics, they are so clean in terms of hygiene, and in terms of actually in terms of actually protocols when it comes to security. So I have to say that Turkey has a lot of facilities, well-equipped facilities when it comes to medical, when it comes to actually surgeries. So if you're coming to Turkey, don't worry, you're gonna be received. And also in terms of actually just their culture of welcoming tourists or maybe visitors in their country or maybe in their homes. So when you come to Turkey, if you're thinking of actually coming here, be sure you're going to be well received. What you want to do, you want to make sure that the clinic that you are actually coming to do your surgery, you have all the information, you have gotten the all information you need to do, you have spoken to the surgeons themselves, Okay, and if you're thinking of someone who can actually help you to get the best surgeons, I'm here. Okay, like I said, I have clients who have come here to Turkey. They have done their medical surgeries. They have actually gone, and they have amazing rates in terms of actually the clinics that we are actually working together with. Okay, so make sure that you are actually doing your research before even thinking of actually talking to any surgeon. Make sure that the surgeon that you are using, or maybe the doctor that you are consulting or contacting, they have high rates in terms of actually rating or in terms of reviews. Okay, and also something else, you have to understand that for you to get the best, you have to ask the locals. Like I have said, ask people who have gone to that clinic, and people who have their own shares in terms of actually experiences. What were their experiences? Did they like it? Because not everything goes well to some people, depending on your situation. For me, I think that it might be, my situation might be very different from your situation. Maybe you are coming to do your hair plan, a transplant, and someone else is coming to do, maybe, let's say he's coming to add some nyash. So sometimes things happen depending on the person's problem, and if it happens in a wrong way, that doesn't generalize that all the clinics here they are bad. Okay, so that is the second one I wanted to share with you. Now, coming at number three, which is a big factor. In fact, the reason why many people usually come to Turkey is it is in terms of actually the prices, or maybe in terms of affordability. Okay, so Turkey has a lot of best surgeons, best clinics when it comes to cosmetic surgery, but also this one come in handy. Like, it's not, I cannot say that it's cheap, but it is more affordable than other countries. Let's say like in US or in Europe countries. For instance, if you're coming to Turkey, you're gonna be spending around, let's say, if you're coming for, maybe let's say you are coming for liposuction, you can spend around, expect to spend around 3,000 to 4,000 maybe USD here in Turkey, for depending on your personal situation. This thing, or maybe this liposuction, if done in other parts, maybe let's say in Europe, you will find that it is more costly than here in Turkey, and the results you're gonna get when you come here in Turkey, let me not kid you, they are the best. Okay, so that is the factor that many people are considering best in terms of actually affordability, and also the outcome. What are the outcomes? Like, will I get what I have paid for? So if you're thinking of prices, I have to tell you that Turkey is considered as one of the best, because it has a low affordability. Like, it has a low factor in terms of actually prices compared to other cosmetic surgeries or other countries that are performing the same thing. Let me know in the comment section, how much do you think a liposuction is done, or maybe how much can you pay in your country about the surgeries. Let's say, for instance, liposuction, how much do you pay in your local country? It doesn't matter where you are, but just let me know so that I can also do my analysis or analysis. Okay, so I think you are getting the point, that in terms of actually affordability. Okay, now, something else I have to add: when you are coming to Turkey to do your cosmetic surgery, one advantage is that you are not just going for medical tourism. Okay, you are not just going to come and go. If you have time, or maybe if you can get time, you can still explore. Maybe you come earlier than prior to your surgery, and then just explore different places. For instance, Istanbul, Izmir, Ankara, these big cities, wherever you want to go, and just have that an idea of what Turkey is, so that you can see how beautiful it is, and also interact with the locals and just have a clue about the culture here. Because I still think that even though you are coming for your medical research or medical procedures, that doesn't forbid you, or they are not forbidding you to explore, especially if you have time. But if you don't have time, you can still come and explore around the area that you are coming to do the surgery. Okay, you will find at least one place that is interesting, something that is not maybe in your own country. So let's explore some of them, popular cosmetic surgeries in Turkey, or that you can come and do here in Turkey. By the way, I was doing like a consultation with my doctor about my forehead. You know, guys, I have a very big forehead. You see, I have a very big forehead. And when I sent him the pictures, and he was like, no, you don't need a forehead reduction, because I was thinking about reducing my forehead like to this level. And he told me, no, you don't need, you just okay, you look good, but sometimes I feel not too much good, but it is what it is for now. So maybe I will consider it someday, but for now it's not too much bothering me. Okay, it's not too much affecting me in terms of actually confidence, or giving me a hard time. Because let me tell you, some of the people who are coming to do cosmetic surgeries here in Turkey, they have big problems. For instance, there was a girl who did cosmetic surgery here in Turkey. She had a problem with her nose. She was coming for to fix her nose, because she could not breathe well. Even when she was breathing, you could hear her the sound, and also just having difficulties because she had something inside her nose. So she asked me, she contacted me, and I recommended her to our doctors, and they really helped her. And right now she's so happy. Wherever you are, Sharon, shout out to you. You are amazing, you are beautiful. And I did tell her that you look amazing. She had little confidence when she was coming, and she was like, I cannot even stand some people are talking bad about me. And once she did her rhinoplasty, and she felt so confident, and right now she's rocking the streets. She's on the internet. I think she already found a lover, because one of her challenges was like, I'm getting old, I want to be able to get someone who loves me. She's so sweet. She was so sweet to me. I really love that girl. Okay, and even the doctors are still asking about her, talking, communicating. She doesn't have any problem after the surgery. She's okay, she's fine. So yeah, so those are some of the moments that I normally encounter with the clients who come here to actually to do their surgeries. So without wasting time, let me dive in and explain to you, or maybe mention some of the common popular, or maybe popular surgeries that you can procedures that you can do here in Turkey. The first one I already given you a hint, which is rhinoplasty, or maybe commonly known as nose job. If you have a problem with your nose, I think I also got to fix my nose. It has a problem, but for me, most of the things that are on my body, they're not giving me a hard time. Okay, they're not giving me a hard time, but just few that I feel like, if I had that extra money, I'll do this and this, because it is my body. I can do whatever I want to do. And let me tell you, girls, if you feel that a certain part of your body is giving you a hard time, don't hesitate. Okay, don't. If you can afford, if you have the money, why don't you use the money to actually get what you don't have and be happy? If that thing is giving you a hard time, do it, girl. Come and fix your body. There is no guarantee that, or maybe there is no place that it's gonna be, maybe a mark that it's gonna be sticked on your face and say that, oh, she did a surgery, or blah blah blah. No. Okay, so do it. So the first one, like I said, it is nose surgery. Okay, or maybe nose job, or maybe rhino surgery. Okay, rhinoplasty, not rhino surgery. You guys are confusing me. So another popular common surgery or cosmetic surgery procedure that you can do here in Turkey, it is actually breast augmentation, or maybe lifting your something to do with your breast. Some people, like for instance, there is a girl who is coming next month. She will be actually doing her breast lift. Okay, because she has she feels insecure in terms of actually her breasts. She's still young, she even doesn't have a baby, but she still feel like her breasts have fallen down. And it's not like it is a bad thing actually. This thing happened to different people. For me, I need to do some breast documentation, because I've given birth. My breasts are not that good, but they are not bothering me in any way. So we have that breast augmentation, whereby they check your breast if you want them to stand 90 decrease, or maybe do we say which decrease or which ankle do you want them to be? The doctors will examine you and actually give you the results, or maybe you're going to talk, and if you have any problems, even if you have larger breasts, because some people have breasts or maybe boobs that are actually even larger, or maybe they are so much large to their body that they cannot even walk well, they cannot even stand well, and it can be a very big problem, because if you have such problem, even wearing a bra is a problem, getting your size is a problem, it can be a very big problem. And some people have small or tiny, very tiny boobs that they don't feel confident, and they want to actually make them maybe more larger. Okay, all this can be done here in Turkey, and like I said, we have best surgeons in the house who can actually help you get the results that you want. Guys, do you think this style is okay for me? Because I'm trying to check, I have a big forehead, so I'm trying to hide my forehead using this style. Okay, tell me, what do you think about this one? Okay, or should I make two of them, this side and this side? I think it is okay, this side like that. Okay. Now, another procedure that is so common here in Turkey, like I was saying, or maybe like I had mentioned earlier, it is in terms of actually liposuction. This is whereby surgeons will actually get your information. The first thing, you contact the surgeons, or maybe you get in touch with me. We're going to provide for you, or maybe I'm going to provide for you the necessary information from the surgeon, and then I'll hook you up directly to the surgeon department so that you can start talking with them and make your file. Okay, they're going to make your file, and you're going to give them the information. Not for me, you are not giving me information, because some of the information are too much private in terms of actually picture wise. They're going to ask for your pictures. If you're coming, maybe for instance, you are coming for liposuction, they want to see. If you're coming maybe for the breast and you feel confident, you can still send them, and the doctors can actually analyze everything and tell you the procedure they're going to be doing. Okay, because they have different kinds of procedures and different kinds of methods and equipment that they're going to be using. I cannot tell you which equipment they are using, because I'm not a surgeon, but I'll still recommend based on the result from my clients, and also from me seeing what they are actually doing, or maybe in one way or another they have worked on my body, not necessarily liposuction, not necessarily hair transplant, but different kinds of surgeries, and I have to say that they have amazing results. Okay, so if you're coming for liposuction, the doctors will tell you which procedure they are actually using to remove those excess fats, because most of us, or most of you normally ask me a lot of questions in terms of actually which method are they going to be using. Only the doctors, only the surgeons are actually going to tell you real information. Now, another popular procedure, cosmetic surgery, or maybe procedure that is commonly done here in Turkey, it is in terms of actually facelift. Okay, a lot of people come here to Turkey to do their facelift. When people actually get old, or maybe they start aging, you will understand that they are, or maybe our face normally becomes having those wrinkles, a lot of wrinkles, and they become to sagging. Okay, so the doctors will examine you, and the method they are using, which method they will use, and also they will tell you, and then they're gonna tighten your skin so that you can have that beautiful youthful looking skin, and you will feel confident about yourself. Okay, so that is a common procedure that is mainly done here in Turkey. If you have that kind of problem, why don't you try to come to Turkey? If you are thinking of someone to help you out, I'm here to help you, and this is my email. You can inbox me, and we gonna get in touch with the surgeons here in Turkey. Okay, now coming to another popular common surgery here that is mainly done, and I'm thinking to do it, like I said, it is about hair transplant. Okay, and this can vary from person to person, because we have a lot of people who are asking which method will they use and how is it done. Doctors will tell you when you get in touch with them. They're going to give you the information and tell you which procedure are they going to use, because they have different kinds of procedures depending on their personal information or personal situation. For me, like I said, I need to do maybe what do we call it? A forehead reduction. They just need to do something here. I think for me, if I want to do, I'll go for what forehead reduction. Okay, But for some people who don't have hair on their head, like all of the head, or maybe they are bald, or maybe they have different kinds of problems, doctors will still tell you, and they're gonna tell you which method are they going to use. Okay, so that is a very common what very common, or maybe popular procedure here that is mainly done here. Now, other procedures that are actually common here in Turkey, it is in terms of actually your teeth, or your tooth, or your teeth. Okay, so what they normally do, they can remove, depending on your situation, they can remove and fix them, or maybe depending if they are 4, 2, 3, the ones that are actually hurting, or maybe they are doing like this, shaking, they can remove and replace. Depending on your situation, doctors will tell you which one do you prefer, or maybe they're gonna do. And you get new tooth. I'm gonna do mine because I need to. This one and this one, they are like this. You know, when I was, let me tell you a story about my teeth. I don't know if you can see well. When I was a little girl, my mother told me, remove your tooth, make sure that you are shaking your teeth so that it can be easy to be removed. But for me, I was like, I was afraid. And then my mother was like, you know, if you don't remove your teeth, if you don't practice to shake your teeth, it gonna, another one will start actually popping out. And when they get together, they're gonna spoil the shape of your teeth. Okay, and that's what happened. So the first one, this one that looks like this, it was a result of actually that one, me not shaking my teeth. So during the time of removal, the other teeth was already coming out. Okay, so that is the problem. So if I have to do, I'll also fix my teeth maybe sometime. It's not bothering me unless you tell me you feel like I look like bad or something, but for me it's not giving me a hard time. Okay, so doctors will examine you and then give you the procedure, or tell you what. It's not for this one, I know for sure it's not like it's painful. I have to tell you, maybe all surgeries are painful actually. Let me not kid, or maybe let me not tell you that we have any surgery that is smooth. It's smooth maybe during the process of actually doing it, but after that you still feel that pain, you will still that muscle ache or stuff. Okay, so that is a common procedure here in Turkey. Something else, it is in terms of your nyash. Okay, if you want big nyash, if you want that small nyash, depending on which doctor you will get, or maybe which surgeons or which clinic are you using, and depending on personal needs, they can still help you to get that BBL. Okay, that is something else. Okay, now I want to quickly mention to you some of the things you must consider before coming to Turkey to do your procedures, okay, cosmetic procedure. There are so many things that you should consider, because remember, if you're coming as a foreigner or a touristic person, or at if you're coming for the first time in Turkey, there's some things you might not know, and maybe even if you are conducting someone online, you might still get some problems or difficulties. That's why I need to give you, or I want to give you some of the information you should consider. The first thing, it is in terms of language. Sometimes when you're consulting a surgeon or maybe a clinic, you might have that difficult time communication, because most of them, they are actually talking, maybe they might be talking, or maybe you might find that their English is not that good, so it might have a difficult time. But luckily, most of the clinics that are doing international stuff, not even international, most of the clinics here, they have at least one person who is talking English, or many various languages, so that you can actually talk to them. Okay, something else to actually consider before coming to Turkey to do your procedure, it is in terms of actually research. I always do, or recommend, or I always ask you guys to try as much as possible to get more information about the procedure that you are doing, the clinic that you are coming to do the procedure. Ask questions, ask from the people who have done it. Go online, Google that clinic if you are getting in touch with that clinic, or maybe if you know the name of the clinics, get in touch, check Google reviews, and also just ask around, ask people who have done such kind of procedure, what were the things they experienced, and what are the reviews they can give to that particular clinic, so that you are very well equipped. Even don't just rely on one clinic. There are a lot of clinics, like I said. Try to consult all of them, not all of them, but most of them. Ask the ask the surgeons, or ask the people who are working there, how much will it cost. If it is a problem in terms of prices, they're going to tell you. Remember, mostly prices are in USD and also in euros or maybe pounds, but mostly in euros and USDs. Okay, so you must do your research, you must ask the questions, and also don't be afraid to ask questions. Ask the questions: how long will it take, what will happen? All questions that you have, you must ask them. Okay, yeah, managing. I'm eating some chile. These are chile, or what do we call them? These are sunflowers. That's why I'm eating. That's why you see me chewing something here. Something else it is in terms of actually knowing that clinics are doing your research in terms of safety wise. You want to make sure that you are going to a clinic that has at least reviews in terms of safety and in terms of actually being insured in maybe in terms of actually just knowing that it is safe to go there. Okay, now another thing to consider it is in terms of actually the what the accommodation and also the travel insurance, the travel stuff in terms of visa, because you're gonna need a visa to enter Turkey if you're coming from maybe from countries like Kenya or maybe wherever. Maybe for US people, US people, I know that Turkey right now is giving a free entry in terms of visa wise, a short period for 90 days. I'm not sure, but I'll get back to you guys. So you need to make sure that you are consulting your embassy or maybe the clinic, ask them questions, know the procedures and how many days it's gonna take, so that you can prepare accordingly. If you're coming for your procedure, maybe let's say 1 week, you can come earlier so that you can explore. Or maybe if you're thinking the procedure won't be a big problem, you can still explore or stuff. You must arrange accordingly in terms of finances, in terms of actually knowing how much you're gonna be spending. Okay. Something else to consider or maybe to discuss with the clinic or the surgeons, you must ask questions about post-care operations. Okay, after the procedure, what are some of the benefits, or what are the hospital what are the things they are actually offering in terms of appointments, in terms of checkups. You must consider these things so that it doesn't give you a hard time even when you want to travel, because some procedures need a lot of follow-up in they need a lot of post-care operations. So you must ask your those all those questions you must ask your surgeons. I hope guys you have understood my video for today, and if you are finding value in this video, you want to see me make more videos on the same topic, please let me know in the comment section if you're liking, or if you have liked, or if you found value in this video. Guys, like I always ask you, subscribe to my channel, help it to grow so that I can be sharing more valuable content with you guys. Until next time again, I'll see you. Bye bye. Guru Shurus. I wish you all the best. Okay.